slots for M.2 drives. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put in the next one and the last M.2 drive. So we have 2 terabytes of space on the drives. Pretty much gonna slide it in that one. Down you go. Open that one up and then close it back in. Done. And then on the shield you have also more protective cover for the remove it, as it says on the film. Remove, remove, remove. Then you put it back. Now we have to make sure we hit everything we need to hit. So you have this one, it has to fit in. That's actually a very nice reference. There we go. There we go. Just need to make sure we hit. There we go. That's also hitting. You can lift a little bit, it hits. That's also hitting. And then you can just, and again, this don't have to be that tight, just until you can't go more. There we go. Don't overdo it, there's no need for it. And now we're pretty much ready to put it in the case. I will show you how to put it in the case as well. Just remove some of this trash and let's peel everything. We have a peel here. And we have a big peel here. There we go. And then we have a peel up here. Then we have the IO shield peel. Do we have a peel on this one? Yeah, there's a peel here as well. On the monoblock, there's one peel. There we go. As you could see, it was a bit matte black instead of bright black. It's shiny now. The carbon color effect all over the place. Nice, very black. You have the flow, not flow meter, but flow. I can't remember the word. It's not a flow meter because it's flow indicator. Sorry. Yeah. And when you need to put in, there is a in and out on this one. I think, as far as I know, you have the in here because it goes around and goes into the CPU, and then it goes back out and then out here. So in, out, and you have to use those. If you use the back way, the jet plate in here won't disperse the water as it should and then collect. Yeah, there's a whole science about that. So in, out, very important. Case down on its back, a lot easier since the motherboard is now pretty heavy. You can see you have the reservoir pump over here. We have a drain solution, and we have to go this one down the bottom. We're gonna put some fittings on the motherboard first before putting it in. Maybe we need to change those to a 45 or something, 90-degree bend maybe. We will see what happens. Certainly we can put it in. Make sure the cable is all right. Lift it up, and you have to slide it into the IO sheet holder. Have to find the pin in the middle. There we go. And you can do a look at the IO shield. Looks good. And then we have some screws. Let's put them in. And we will mount the back radiator as well while we're at it. While we're here. One One screw there. And again, these screws don't have to be tight, just finger tight. No need to overdo it. There's a lot of screws here, so it's gonna be quite nicely. I have a nice magnet on this screwdriver, so you can do it like that. And you can again do the reverse trick, so you can actually thread it right. So if you reverse until you're here, hear that, and then you can go forward, then you're in the thread. Then you don't destroy the thread. Like so, back up. There we go. And then the last one, no, two more. Two more. Hear that? And then you can go forward, because then you fall into the right place in the thread. The last one, put all the screws in, no need to, because the monoblock is quite heavy, so is the motherboard now, but it's gonna be quite heavy with the water in and everything. And let's see if we can put this one in. You want to have tubes down, and therefore hopefully we can find a suitable place for this one. Right there, make some screws. Where did I? There we go. Four of those. Get one ready. I could go push-pull on this one, but I don't think it will look very nice, because then you go way out in the case. Yeah, make sure you hit the thread. Because this, there we go. Sounds a little bit squeamish as well. And use short screws, because you don't want to use too long screws. Then you actually poke a hole in the radiator. That's no good. These tiny ones here. Easiest screwdrivers to use. Yeah. I will use the screws that come with the box. You can see when you open the box. Let's take the small radiator. You have here, you have screws in it. I'm using screws from the big radiator, but that's the same brand. So there's a box of screws here. I've already used the long screws. So you have the small screws here. I'm just using screws from the they're the same, so no need to panic. But make sure you use the screws supplied with the radiator, so you don't use too long screws and put in. I've used the long screws here to mount the radiator through. Now these can go into here and disappear. And I can also mount. Let's see how if we mount the top. Let's just put the cables like that. And then we take we cheat a little bit, so I've pre-prepared this one. Front, like so. Remember to don't cut the cables with the, because you can take the top out and you can take the front out, then you can do it like that, boom. Then you have thumb screws here, quite easy. And as you can see, it's quite a snug fit. Don't over tighten it, just finger tight again. No need to go all in, and then we are free to run our cables. As I said before, we still need the radiator for the top, but now we can actually see how big the radiator can be, because this one goes further out in here, so you need to make sure whatever you buy can fit. So I can fit a 280, I can fit a 240, I cannot fit a 360, that's over here. I don't think it will fit. I simply don't think it will fit. I think it'll scrape along here, so I'll just go with a 280 and use my 40mm fans at the top. I can go push-pull here, there's plenty of space. You see, you have all the space to down here, so I have 7 centimeters from here to here, top of the motherboard. So I can, and one more, the fans take up 2.5 centimeters, so it's 5 centimeters for two fans, push-pull, and you have 48 millimeters on the performance series from EK. So if you go like that, this is pretty much 7 centimeters you add, and this is what you're adding here if you're gonna push-pull. So I'm gonna push-pull at the front. Right now it's set up to be intake at the front, intake on the side, out. I made a mistake, look, I made this one the wrong way. These two are out, this one is in right now. That's not gonna go. So I have to flip this one and put it to, we can do it straight away. That's not very nice. So top one is out. So I want to exhaust through the top, and I want to exhaust through the back. And apparently when I pre-assembled this, I didn't pay attention. So, and I just saw it because I saw these, and I didn't understand why I saw that, because that's wrong. So what you do is you're gonna flip it over. So this side's gonna be down. It's gonna be like this. Cables to the back of the motherboard. And then screws back in. And then now it's exhausted to the top, you know. Now it's top exhaust. And that's what happens just when you make sure you point the fans the right direction you want to put them. Because otherwise I would have run exhaust and in. So pretty much this one is going to blow air in. This one's going to, so it's going to go like this. And out the top it's going to go out and suck back in. So it's going to be like a circle with hot air. That's not good. So I have exhaust in the back, exhaust at the top, and I have 4 front going in, 4 side going in. So I have overpressure in the cabinet. That's what I want, because then dust will have a harder time coming in, since air will be flowing out all the perforation in the back. There's no dust filter on it.